All right. We are back live here with some CCS action, guys. I am Johnny Fluffy Osornio. I am doing a solo cast tonight. Of course, up next we have Dannn Sucks versus Lethal Gaming. Dannn currently power ranking number 6. They are 1-0, but Lethal coming in as number 3 as 1-0. They have a better round 4 round against ratio currently. Just currently trying to get all of the players in the lobby, but while we do that, we're going to go ahead and talk about the rosters. And I'm really excited to get this match underway. I think that this should be a fairly good match. I think that this slightly favors Lethal as far as player experience goes, but I also believe that there is a lot of individual talent on Dannn Sucks themselves. But while we touch on that, we're going to bring up the Dannn Sucks roster. Actually, it looks like I don't have that image submitted to me, but we'll go ahead and bring up Lethal's roster. Of course, I am not playing today. It'll be a little bit different of a roster than we saw Wednesday night. Of course, you can follow them at Lethal LLC on Twitter. Of course, they are currently ranked number 3, 1-0. Right now, you have Gun Havoc, Chala, Oz, Throwadox, and Crazy. Just to touch a little bit on these players, Gun Havoc, a 4 times professional player. He played seasons 1 through 4 from teams like Gotham Gaming, who is now F3, Milspec, Ferocity, Ominous. He's played on a lot of different teams, Empire Esports. Chala and Oz both making their first professional appearance this past season. Chala is going to be my key fragger to watch. He normally does a very good job for their team, so keep your eyes on him. See if he can pick up the big frags. Of course, we have Throwadox. He's also a 3 times pro. He's played for Velocity and Milspec Esports, and Crazy played for Soar on the Xbox, where they played third in the qualifiers for the 6 Invitational. So a lot of experience on this team, and hopefully they can utilize that experience and be the victors on this one. But on the other end, I don't have the image for them, and you're going to have to forgive me for that. Give me 1 second. But it looks like the roster for this week will be, I think that they're bringing in Steeler instead. So it looks like it'll be Dannn, Lojax, Holiday Nog, Renegade, and Steeler. Steeler has been around for a while. Lojax, he's been on ISM. He was on Team Mythic back in the day. Holiday Nog, another proven, experienced player. So a lot of experience on that team as well. Not quite as much on the large scale, but still a very, very good roster to look out for. I think this should be a fairly close matchup in the end. Going to go ahead and talk about the ban phase real quick. It looks like one of the first maps taken out by Lethal was Clubhouse. I know they don't like that map very much. It's a fairly straightforward map, and if I'm being honest, I personally don't think it's a good map to go after unless you're very, very proficient at it. It's very 50-50. Exchanges go back and forth with the implementation of Habana and Mira. It really changed the way things work, so I don't like that map. A pretty good ban coming out from them. Dannn Sucks ban Bank. Bank is a very team-heavy, strategy-heavy map, so not an uncommon ban. You see a lot of bans on there. It looks like next we had Coastline coming out from Lethal. That's the newest map that has been implemented back from the most recent patch, or reinforcement. It's not played a lot. Not a lot of teams are acute to that map yet, so it's understandable why that one's taken out. Looks like Consulate was taken out by Dannn Sucks. Personally, I really like Consulate. It's one of the older maps. You have the ability to have a lot of preparation on that, even though there is new operators. I don't mind that being taken out. Not a lot of people are good on that one. It sometimes squeaks through, but still a commonly banned map. Cafe banned out by Lethal Gaming. Cafe, a very old school map, sometimes squeaks through just like Consulate, but not really played a whole lot. It still gets seen, but it's just not one of those heavy maps. And then in the final ban that we have for Dannn Sucks is Skyscraper. Skyscraper, I like Skyscraper a lot, actually. It reminds me a lot of Bank. It requires a lot of team strategy and synergy. So seeing that being taken out by Dannn Sucks, a fairly newer team, is definitely understandable. The first pick then would have went over to Lethal Gaming, being the home team. It looks like they picked Oregon first. So Oregon first. Oregon, we just saw it played. We see it played all the time. Border was the second pick map, and then Chalet, your three most common played maps in the current meta. So this should be really exciting, to be honest. I still, I know I'm a part of their team, and I hate having to cast my own game. I'm kind of left alone today, which is why I'm not playing. All of our casters are busy. I still think that as far as if you just look at the pure experience and the accolades, you have to favor this one in favor of Lethal Gaming. I know we did a poll on Twitter. I'm going to try to find that real quick. And it looks like there were 57 votes that went out. 88% say that Lethal Gaming should win this map. Makes sense to me. We're still waiting on the final player to get in here from Lethal. So we're going to take another quick 5-minute break. And as soon as that's done, we should be able to bring you this action. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. All right, looks like we got our final guy in. We had a couple people that had to restart Moss, but we should be kicking this off to you right now. First map is Oregon. Of course, one of the most frequently played maps that we have here in the CCS so far. Everyone loves this map. Easy to pick up and play, but hard to master. Lethal Gaming versus Dannn Sucks, both undefeated, currently 1-0 after 1 week of play. On defense, we have Blackbeard, Habana, Thatcher, Sledge, and Capital. A little mix-up at the end there. On defense, we have Rook, Mira, Bandit, Smoke, Jaeger. Of course, I love Mira on Oregon. I think it is one of the pivotal defensive tools that you have to use on this lower bomb site. And Dannn starting on defense first, so go ahead and see what they do. They use the impact to pop the hole through. Gonna put this standard reinforcement. This is the one that I like. I love it on the right side and not the left side. Gonna also go up and reinforce this one. Assume that they're not gonna play this meeting because they are reinforcing this hatch here in meeting. Low Jackson to get both of them. I didn't really mark a standout performer, but my standout performer is going to be Lojax for this one. He's the one that I have the most experience with and know for the longest amount of time. You know, he's been proving himself time after time. So let's see if he can come in with the big frags. Dannn Sucks, though. Or excuse me, Dannn was able to get a 15-kill game during their first week matchup. Let's see if they can emulate that, even though they're playing a much, much tougher opponent in Lethal Gaming. They are a professional roster. Havoc already able to get entry into the armory. It's only been 20 seconds, so a good job there. A little bit of lag coming through from his end. And Capital has also made his way in. Lethal Gaming has control of this upstairs in only 30 seconds, so very, very strong execution right there. Realizing those drones, Habana gonna come up. Go ahead and open up that hatch. Blackbeard pushed his way inside. We do have one roamer in the meeting area. Havoc has control of that attic, and he puts a grenade down, and there you go. Oz was able to get the crossfire, but no. Lojax gets the trade right back on a crazy, but Chala gets Lojax, so now it is a 4v3 in favor of Lethal Gaming on attack. A minute and 50 left into this round. A very good job by them to get the trades and be in position for that. Steelers just holding tight in the basement so far. Dannn holding on that Mira. Of course, Smoke holding on the Mira in this closet. A minute and 30 remaining. I'm a little interested to see how they push this at the end.
Clearing the way.
Like they're going to start executing and pushing down the stairwell. Chala so far, he has 1 kill. Oz has 1. Looks like they are going to go for the plant. Now Renegade does get the smoke off. Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication by them. No one watching that closet, so a very good job by Smoke to hit that first smoke. And now he's going to pop the second smoke. Another one. Not sure why he doesn't just put the bomb down. And as I say that he is going to start putting the bomb down now, he's going to have to use his final smoke. And Thodox is probably going to die for this one, but he's able to get the plant. And no, that smoke doesn't land on him. Rook looking for the angles. Oz picking up one from the hatch in the hallway. Good job by him currently with the double kill. Havoc pushing down, and no, he catches him from the classroom as he tries to push into laundry. Renegade does a good job getting a pickup on Oz from the backside, but Thodox gets the double kill on the front side, and that round goes over to Lethal. A very clean executed round by them. Can't really say I saw much bad go on by Dannn Sucks. I just really think the power of Lethal was a bit overwhelming on that. They were able to get control of that upstairs within the first 30 seconds. They were able to clear out the meeting and push the objective with plenty of time to spare. Very good job by them. They're going to have to do something differently on the defensive next time. That early pick probably came back to cost them more than they would have liked. But we are on to round 2 now.
Bombs from being defused by attackers.
And Lethal, one of the few teams that opts to go for kids hold first. Originally, I was a firm believer that kids hold can be stronger. I just think it's a little harder. The straightforward sight would be the basement, especially now with how it can be played in the meeting with Mira. I'm going to assume they're going to fully reinforce this and play this attic area.
10 seconds left.
Crazy on pulse. He's going to start from the
5
basement
seconds to
underneath. Looks like he's going to go for some barricades.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
And I like their barbed wire. They have a barbed wire on the window. They have a barbed wire on the bottom of White Stairs so they can hear when they come up. They have barb right here in the transfer hole above the ladder in the hallway outside of Master. And they have a barbed wire on the windows.
Stop worrying about grenades now.
Like that so far. Renegade notices that there's a hole punched in the top of tower and is going to flirt with that a little bit, but opts to move away from it because Blackbeard is still holding that. Couple pre-fires coming out, nothing happening so far, only 30 seconds in, still droning going on. They haven't made their way inside the building quite yet. Droning coming out, Habana still holding that front door. Really not a lot going on, man. They've already eaten up a minute and they're just now starting to get up on this armory window. Besting a couple people. Blackbeard, the one with the angle, they're going to fire off the hallway so that they can easily get in there. So a good job by them to use that Capital to get inside, although I would have liked to see them use that for the kids' take. Assuming it's looking pretty much like a master take. Now you have two inside of Armory. Blackbeard and Habana both in there. Of course, Habana going to open up this hallway. Shots went down and Crazy gets taken down to about 5% health.
Reloading.
You can see from the silhouette that he just went ahead and jumped out of that tower. Good heads up by him to reposition himself. Chala holding tight in this dining room, or in this kid's bedroom, excuse me, only a minute and 20 remaining. They do have two inside of this armory, but that's all they have.
A bomb has been located.
Steeler finally pushing into the basement, or excuse me, the garage. They are fairly spread out. I see what they're trying to do. Obviously, they're going for the master take, but they're kind of taking their time on it. And Crazy tries to get the cheeky kill on the Dannn, but Dannn gets the pick up. Oz gets the kill over to Lojax. So that's Ash down, but also Pulse down. Good job by Oz on the White Stairs, and a good job by Dannn utilizing that spray power from Twitch. And Havoc holding this tower tightly. Habana finally making her way into the closet. She is going to open that up. And no, Gun Havoc chokes on his shots, and Dannn with a beautiful trade back, and Steeler gets one right back. This round looking like it's going to go over to Dannn, but Throdox able to get the trade onto him. It's now 3v2. They're all very low on attackers, and there's only 15 seconds left. They're going to have to get the bomb down. Chala misses his shots, and that is a round going over to Dannn Sucks. A very good job by them. I really thought that was going to go in the favor of Lethal. They had the early picks, they had the positioning, they had the time advantage, but they simply missed their shots. So very good job by Dannn to bring this back on round 2 and tie it up 1-1. Dannn was pretty much the player on that one that did all the work. He was able to get the pickup on Crazy, playing a little bit too aggressive, who was already dropped low from that exchange from Capital from Garage on the tower window, and then he was able to get Gun Havoc sleeping and kind of just missed on his shots. Professionals, those are things that just can't quite happen, but a very good job by Dannn on that one.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Stop worrying about grenades now. Loading new magazine.
We're going to see Dannn. They're going to try to hold this basement again. Let's see if they switch anything up from the last time. Reinforcing the backside of this electrical room. Stop any kind of quick push from the construction tunnel. Barbed wire being placed underneath the hatch, and they have invested 4 barbed wire on this front stairs washing machine, which isn't really a bad idea. I really actually love this placement on the ADS. Unless they get a good Thatcher, that one should be there the entire time.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Reloading.
All tied up at 1-1. Last time on attack, Lethal was able to put on a very impressive entry. Pretty much same as last time. Gun Havoc able to get inside of that army within 20 seconds, and Capitao looking to push inside of this. Already, I do not currently see a roamer upstairs. We do have one holding meeting. Holiday Nog holding that backstage.
Attackers have
And
dropped the
LoJack's
bomb
just
diffuser.
paying patiently in the showers, hoping to get some kind of cheeky flank. They do have an Echo on defense, so we're going to see how that comes into play. And they were able to finally spot him out, so they know he's inside of showers. Able to squeak his way into dining, but the camera followed him, so he knows that they're there. And Blackbeard does a good job pushing from the front side kitchen door into kitchen itself and taking out LoJack's. So now that's Jaeger gone, and Gun Havoc does a very good job, and Holiday knocks down, and it's now already a 5v3 in favor of Lethal Gaming, and it's only been a minute and 15 seconds into this round. Once again, doing a very good job getting inside and clearing out those roamers.
Clear.
Placed a Claymore on the backside, not a bad idea. Crazy gonna hold this and do like I said, he's gonna use those arrows and try to stop them from smoking.
Attackers have located a bomb.
A minute 20 remaining, and they're already able to push this front stairs.
Drone ready.
And Echo tried to get the charge onto Thatcher, who's on the laundry, but he was able to take out that Echo drone, so the Yokai is down, and bomb is going down.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
And completely flashed.
Drone activated.
And trying to flank from the backside. He does put a little jiggle peek, but Oz able to get him in the head. And then Oz with the double kill. Oz, I think, got a triple kill that round. And he had a double kill. Gun Havoc had a double kill. And Chala with one. So another beautifully executed attack round by Lethal Gaming. Clearly, they know what they're doing on attack, but can they switch it up on defense and get the win that they need here? They did a good job on that one. They're up 2-1. I really think that what came back to hurt Dannn Sucks is that early pick onto the roamer. I like the idea of trying to eat time, but when you're going to go down that quick, it's going to be very difficult for your team, especially on that laundry, to hold that, because they can easily choke you once they get positioned in that
Defenders, protect your
meeting,
bombs from
which is
being
what we
defused
saw
by
from Oz,
attackers.
which is what allowed him to get that double kill. You know, once you get that bomb down, it's very, very difficult to reclaim that bomb site. So good job by Lethal on that one. Looking like we're seeing a different hold. They're opting to bring Mira this time. They're going to reinforce all of Attic, and they're going to put Mira's facing into the master bedroom. I really like the adjustment and adaptation from them. I think this is where the experience we talked about comes into play. They realized that last time, Dannn Sucks, all they did was they took control of Armory, they took control of Master, and that's how they were able to do it. So this looks like an attempt to squash that. Curiously see if they're going to put anyone on roam, or if they're just going to fully turtle out this strategy.
Attackers objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Stop worrying about grenades now.
Track the castle. Is the castle going down on this attic, or this closet, which I really like because that stops the push. And of course, the ones I told you guys about earlier, these are my favorite two castles, especially if you're going to run a Mira. It keeps you safe, and when they open it, you have a line of sight, you know what's going on. A good placement of the Miras. Let's see how they play this out. Gun Havoc, of course, is going to hold down this armory and try to stop any attempts from them to get in, because that is where they got in last time. So
Deploying drone.
drone coming in. Blackbeard still holding a very tight angle. See if Gun Havoc gets aggressive, or if he plays for the peak, or excuse me, the entry point.
Hostile located.
He baits him out and runs into the other corner. I'm fairly certain that Blackbeard can see him from this corner, so he's going to have to be very careful. And he isn't entirely flashed. Holiday should have an easy shot onto him, but he flashed himself too. He pushes in, and Blackbeard is out of ammo. Gun Havoc was completely flashed. Good job by Holiday. Crazy gets the pick on the Renegade, who was still repelled on the window, so the exchange goes back and forth. It's now a 4v4 situation. A minute and 44 left. Crazy still holding that angle. He's in a prime position to make something happen, but still seeing a full turtle. Dannn on the window. Looks like they're going to try to apply pressure from the A side window. The
Attackers have
C4
located
came
the
in,
bomb.
just barely missing. Steeler repelled on the armory window, and of course Holiday is inside. They're going to use those fire arrows to try to fire them off to get himself inside. Chala is going to rotate all the way back over to big dorms. Jump up with Dannn. He was able to get a good double pick last time. He's looking for some pre-sire, but he's not going to be able to connect with him. Well, playing fairly aggressive on this one. And Oz able to get some quick taps on the low jacks, and he goes down. It's 4v3 now. 55 seconds left. They're going to have to push inside at some point. They're running out of time, and I like the positioning that Lethal has. They should be poised to hold this one. They do have control of Armory and the big window, but they're going to have to push forward at some point, and as soon as he jumps in this window, he's going to be jumping into fire. Finally, we're able to obtain control of Master.
Cover me!
Mira has fallen all the way back into the small dorms. They have no Habana, so they're not going to be able to get in there, so a good job by him to fall back. Castle was able to get the down onto... And Crazy has the triple kill that round. Very beautiful Mira play by him. And I like what he did there. He had the aggressive setup. He knew that they had control of Armory. He knew that Habana was down. They had no breaching power. So what he did was he just fell back into the small dorms, or excuse me, the double bunk bed where you can plant a bomb, and was able to get the double kill. And Throadox had the triple kill at the end, and Throadox was able to get the double kill. So a very good executed round by them on defense. It looks like they made the adjustments that they needed to, and that puts them up 3-1. Again, the experience coming into play. Let's see what Dannn Sucks can do to try to bring it back. I don't think they're out of it. They're still a very strong team. They're just going to need to pick up this defensive round. If they can get this laundry take, it should put them right back in it. But currently the momentum is in favor of Lethal
Attackers need to
Gaming.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Deploying ADS. Razor wire. Stay clear of ADS line of fire.
Pretty much the same setup that we saw last time from these guys. Excuse me. And you have to ask yourself, you know, we saw a little bit of adaptation in mid-game adjustments from Lethal Gaming, which is what allowed them to win their defense, and I don't see the change that they need on defense for Dannn
10
Sucks.
seconds remaining.
So hopefully they can get some stronger gunplay.
5 seconds left. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
And we're able to get this meeting hatch, and they were also able to get the front lobby hatch, so that's pretty much standard, and we're going to see the same entry point that we saw from last time.
All set.
And once again, Lethal Gaming is pretty much like clockwork. Already inside upstairs of Armory. Crazy on Capital on this big dorms window, just like we saw last time. But Lojax is in the small dorm, so he's going to be getting pinched from both sides. And he jumps out the front window. And just like that, Chala was ready for it. Very good call and very good teamwork. I like the way they push with that drone. So that's a man down, and it's not even 45 seconds into this round.
Loading mag.
And I believe this is just a little bit of a skill gap difference between the two teams. You know, Dannn Sucks has a lot of potential, but there's just too much experience on this Lethal roster.
Device is going dark.
Let's see if they can do something special from sight and get some big pickups.
Activating drone.
Renegade looking to trick that mute charge, but wasn't able to do it. A good job by Thatcher to get those EMP downs, and then Habana to follow up right afterwards to not allow mute to put another charge down. Great execution so far. They already have control of the entire upstairs. They know the entire team is on Turtle. So once again, we're pretty much going to see the same setup on the attackers. Our first smoke has been taken out. He only has 2 left. Gonna have it putting some suppressing fire down onto the closet side sight.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
A minute and 20 remaining. They still have plenty of time. And it looks like they have no clue that he was able to get there. A very good smoke coming out, but Crazy was able to pick up,
The attackers bomb diffuser
excuse
has
me,
been dropped.
Steeler as he pushed through the hallway. So it's now a 5v3 with 55 seconds left. The second smoke is coming out, but it doesn't matter because Oz has fallen into sight. Or excuse me, Haas got him on the rotate. So smoke is down. The bomb is finally starting to go down.
Attackers activating the
Flank being held. A good job getting the bomb down. Chalo with the double kill now. He falls off of the washer, but he's not able to get the kill. Dannn doing a very good job getting the trade onto him. Oz drops in the side. Dannn getting the double kill. And these guys are just slowly pouring into sight. What are they doing? I know you have the advantage, but play it like that. Crazy with the double kill. And another very clean round coming in by Lethal. And they have the advantage 4-1. And I want to give credit to Dannn because I think that he's a very solid player, and they're doing a pretty good job as a team. Just clean execution coming out and the ability to pick up their frags from Lethal. A little bit too strong so far.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Deploying
Dead
ATS!
wild.
ATS deployed and ready to go!
Alright, our first chance to see Lethal defend this basement. Just like we saw from the other team, this Mira is going to go down on this, but I believe they're going to be playing this from meeting side. Yeah, it looks like they're actually going to play this from meeting side, so they're going to be reinforcing all of these walls. You get the wall behind sandbag, get the wall going onto the closet inside a kitchen, get the rear stage wall.
10 seconds left before
And
insertion.
this one right here is a very, very crucial reinforcement because that allows them to have line of sight from the garage all the way into meeting, and they're going to be playing that with a
Attackers
Mira.
have recovered their diffuser. Attackers must
Going to be using
locate
this
and
wall
defuse
soft
the
to
bomb.
jiggle and
Attackers
play it.
drop the diffuser.
I'm trying to figure out. It looks like Bandit is also going to be tricking up here. Fairly solid setup from them. And a Mira already getting taken out. Very good job by Twitch to get that Mira on meeting, and that should help them out tremendously on this push because that is a very, very, very important reinforcement. Good job by him.
A bomb has been located.
Take a quick peek at the score. Oz was 7 doing big fragging for his team. Dannn, of course, one of the heavy slayers on his team. He has 5 already, doing a fantastic job for his guys. Let's see if they can pull it back together and get themselves a momentum swing on this round. Ash droning the basement. They have control of this front door, just looking for any kind of rotations. And it looks like Steeler has made his way into the upstairs. So they were able to clear that out. Struggling a little bit to make holes to look into the basement stairs though. Habana finally gonna pop the hatch open. 135 remaining, but it's still 5v5. No one down yet. Defenders doing a good job eating up the time. They still have control of this meeting. And Chala gets the pick up on Steeler. Not sure what happened there. Oh, it looks like he was trying to peek him from the hatch, and he was able to get a quick little peek on the side. Habana is going to be able to open up that Mira. But no, it looks like they impacted it. So Castle threw an impact and stopped it, but he was able to get the down on it. So Castle is down. I'm not quite sure they're aware. Actually, no, they did get the double down. Habana went down too, but he picked him up. And throw on the backside of rear stage, able to get the kill, but he pushes through the front door, and Blackbeard holding a tight angle from the stairs and gets the trade. First smoke going down. Very good job by him to get the damage down. Blackbeard at about 20% health. It is a 4v3 in favor of Lethal. 35 seconds left. They're going to have to push some pressure on Lojax. Able to get inside the backside of sight and get a kill. They don't even know he's in there. Dannn has also made his way into the electric room, so this is going to be very, very messy for Lethal. They're going to have to do something spectacular. I don't think they even know that they're in sight.
15 seconds to go. Attackers activating the...
And just like that, Dannn able to get the bomb down, so they're finally aware. Renegade getting the kill onto Gun Havoc, and this looking like this round's probably going to go over.
Swapping mags!
To Dannn sucks. Dannn getting a pickup on Oz, so Oz is down. No clue that the guys to his right, a very good job. by Dannn Sucks. I really like what they did. They caught him off guard. They got the pick on the backside, and seems like there was a little bit of miscommunication because they were able to sneak their way into bomb site, get the bomb down. Blackbeard still pushed the front stairs to create the illusion of going for that laundry side. A very good job by them. It is still 4-2 match point in favor of Lethal Gaming on this first map in a best of 3 series. We are on week 2, day 3. Very good round for them. Once again, Dannn Sucks coming up. Excuse me, Dan. I'm just going to call him Dan from now on because I'm tired of going, So he's coming up big for his team. 6 frags so far, 6 for Chala and 7 for Oz. So they're doing a very good job together. And all right, we're going to see Renegade, or excuse me, Dannn Sucks for the first time on this upstairs defensive hold. They do have a Valkyrie, so let's see where she goes to put this camera.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Camera activated.
I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to tuck it up in there, a little bit off, but still should accomplish the same goal. I like that camera. He's going to throw the other one up on top of this gun rack. Looks like they're going to fully reinforce the attic, so they will not be playing it from the attic side. LoJack's currently on the solo roam, hanging out in the basement. Lethal, 30 seconds into the round, and they do have control of the back tower.
See you on the other side.
Able to get that up. Gun Havoc already inside, throwing some grenades down. LoJack still on roam, just playing very sneakily in the electric room down in the basement.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Oz has made his way inside a tower, and he's pushed all the way down to meeting. I'm not sure what happened, but Gun Havoc just got taken out by Renegade. Very good job by him. Trying to get the kill on the windows repelled. Renegade does a fantastic job taking him out. It's now 5v4 in favor of Dannn Sucks. A minute and 45 remaining.
The bomb diffuser.
They do have an echo, so they're kind of playing for time. Blackbeard gets slightly echoed. Echo's still hitting him with the echo drones. You can hear him. A good job by Throdox. That flash was able to flush him behind the bomb, and he was able to get the pickup from the window, so a good job there. Fire arrows going down to sight. They know one's on top white stairs. First smoke going out from smoke, holding that white stairs. Second smoke going down, and he's able to get the pick traded across. Throw does a good job taking him out, but Steeler gets a trade right back onto Crazy. Chala gets Steeler jumping through the window, so now it's a 3v2 in favor of Lethal. They're getting the bomb down, and it's looking grim, but no, he's able to get the pickup. Dannn does a very good job getting him from the other side. There was a little bit of a miscommunication. He had no clue he was there. 44 seconds left. They have the bomb down. They're going to have to get in here. Blackbeard still kind of playing around. Some failed execution coming out right now from Lethal. 35 seconds left, 2v2 match point. Gonna take the time to try to find these final 2 guys. The Echo Drone was able to hit him, so he knows he's there. Only 18 seconds left. There might be a battle here on white stairs. Oz, even though he's groggy, does a good job getting the pick. Echo is still in sight, and they haven't called him out, and he doesn't even know he's there. But Oz able to come in. No, he misses the shots. He's able to get him. Beautiful clutch, almost a misplay. And I'm going to be honest, I think Dannn should have had that round. A little ugly on both ends. Dannn himself doing a phenomenal job this game. Able to pick up 8 kills, doing fantastic. 9 kills from Oz, 6 from Throw, 7 from Chala leading the charge. And this map goes 5-2 in favor of Lethal Gaming. So I like what I'm seeing so far from Lethal Gaming. Again, they are the former professional team, so this was the likely outcome. But Dannn Sucks put up a very valiant effort on that one. Just slight mistakes is pretty much what separated some of those rounds, and beautiful execution by Lethal. Our next map looks like it will be. Give me one moment, and I will tell you. So up next, we're going to be having Border. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll be right back with some CCX action. Just hang in there, and thanks for stopping in. All right, and we are right back in it. We're going to be bringing it to you on the second map. Just so you guys are aware, off stream, Ferocity Esports was able to take out Vertex 2-0. So they're now 2-0 also. Our 2-0 teams for today are Core Impact and Ferocity Esports. Lethal Gaming currently up 1-0 in this best of 3. Of course, it is week 2, day 3. And it looks like all of our guys are ready. We're going to be bringing you some week 2, day 3 action on Border. Fortunately, I'm having to update these graphics by myself, and I actually had to take a piss this time, so wasn't able to get them in there, but we will get it updated for you guys. And I really like what I saw from Lethal Gaming coming out on that first map. Of course, they are the more experienced team, so they're expected to be doing well. But not only did they do well, they executed their strats perfectly. A little bit of miscommunication from them, but that was pretty much all that separated those rounds where they lost and they won. So a very good job by them. Dannn is, we're just going to call him DS. DS is going to have to start coming out and doing something big. I think that they need to get the early momentum on this round and set the precedent and the pace.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
But here we go. We're into the action. We have Lethal Gaming on defense first. Pretty basic setup coming out from them. They're just going to reinforce the pillbox. No reinforcement yet going down inside of the small office. Rodox, though, making a really big opening here to try to see out into that hallway. I'm expecting them to put the Mira on this wall right here. No, they're going to actually put it on this wall, so a little bit of a change up. So allows you to control
Attackers recovered the bomb. Attackers objective.
all of that dome side. Crazy is on Rome currently. Okay, so the Mira is finally going to go up. And a little curious why they're not opting to put any Mira inside of this small office. But we'll see how that affects them in the long run. It's already been 30 seconds and we just starting to see the drones enter the building. Looks like Habana gonna be the first one to entry. Holiday Nog already down, and Oz does a very good job picking him up off of that AC unit. That is the power point to this map, and Oz got aggressive and it panned out for him on that one. So Blackbeard is down and it's only been 50 seconds to play. But they do have control of the CCTV security room. Currently all of their players are on that side, so all 4 of the attackers are in that room. Thermite gonna try to put the charge on the right side. Gun Havoc does a very good job tricking that, and that's one bandit charge down. A little bit of gunfire coming out from Ash, but she's gonna rotate to the backside. Like she wants to Ash from underneath to try to get rid of that bandit. And Bandit, Thermite tries to put a second charge down, but Bandit does a phenomenal job and gets rid of both of them. And they're going to have to use the Sabana to open it up. So they have a hole, but it's just a small crawl hole. 120 remaining. Oz with another beautiful pick, just slow tapping, and he's able to get the headshot through the wall. He's doing a very good job on Rome. Crazy inside behind the bomb, and he gets a pick on him jumping inside, but Steeler able to push through and get Gun Havoc down. It's now a 4v2 situation, only 1 minute remaining. The attackers are down. They're struggling a little bit. Let's see if they can bring it back here. Not a completely unwinnable round, but it's going to be very difficult for them. Oz currently with a double clear. He got that early pickup on Blackbeard, which is pretty much what opened up this round for them, so good job by him. Nice tight, cheeky little angle. He sees him crossing. Get the pickup on him.
The attacker's bomb
He wasn't able to
has
see
been
him.
dropped.
Chala able to get that kill with smoke, and that went down very fast. A tight little spread. And Chala with a double kill at the end. Beautiful use of that SMG-11. Tap, 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 and that's the double kill. As you can see right here, good recoil control, way to bring it down. Dannn was already a little bit low, so it was an easy exchange for him. Already 2-0 in favor of Lethal, or excuse me, 1-0 in favor of Lethal Gaming. So good job by them to come out and set the pace. Pulse, Rook, Mira, Smoke, Valkyrie on defense in that Armory Locker Archives hold. Let's see what kind of variation we see. Again, I've said it time and time again, Border is
Defenders,
pretty much,
protect your bombs
you
from
know,
being
it's
defused
straightforward,
by
point A to
attackers.
point B. The cool thing about it is there's a bunch of different paths to get between point A and point B. So I'm always very interested to see how people set up in this map and use their Miras.
Camera feed everywhere.
I'm actually a little surprised that Lethal was able to have so much success holding that pillbox side without putting the Mira in the small office, which everyone tends to do, and it's looking like DS is also going to opt to not put the Mira there. Mira hasn't put
Attackers
her
are moving out to
Mira's
locate
down
a bomb and
anywhere.
defuse it.
All right, so this is what we were talking about. Now, I want everyone to watch this. We're going to follow Blackbeard because he's going to be the one that causes all the problems for this Mira in the small office.
Now you see. Now you don't.
Once he obtains control of this AC unit ledge window, he's going to open up this wall and have sightline all the way in there. And oh my gosh, just like that, Gun Havoc able to get the down on Steeler. He throws the grenade in a little bit too far. Not sure what that grenade was. Finally sees him and he gets the kill. Smoke already taken down low with an exchange on the window. Blackbeard, like he said, already has control of that, so there is no way they can play this Mira in the small office, so that Mira is going to waste. Lojax does a good job flanking on the outside and gets Gun Havoc down on that window, so we're all tied up here. Very good roam by Lojax. And I like the use of the Pulse Smoke, throwing out his first smoke to try to hold him back. He uses it to cross back over. He's finally inside on this Mira, and I want to go back with Blackbeard. As soon as he checks this, he's going to have an easy line of sight onto the smoke.
Attackers drop the defuse.
He knows he's being droned. He's able to take out the drone, but they now know he's in there, so Blackbeard is just going to hold a tight angle and wait for him to push up. The moment he pushes up, he gets him. That is why you cannot put that there. There's just nothing you can do. You either have to prevent the Blackbeard from getting on top of that ledge, or you have to reinforce that wall. The problem is when you reinforce that wall, you're able to be taken from Archive side, and Crazy getting a pick on Lojack, so the roamer goes down. We did have a man drop, so we're going to have to get a restart after this. Oz gets the trade on to Renegade, so he's down too. It's all on Mira. She's left on the central stairs. And she's going to have to breach herself back in the side because they barricaded that door, so she's going to flank all the way around to the backside. And Thermite using the Mira against her, and that's a headshot for Throadox. Another round. Going over to Lethal Gaming. They're now up 2-0, but we're going to have to do a quick rehost. And it will be... in favor of Lethal Gaming. I want to hold off to see if he can get in here. All right, looks like they're going to drop, so we're going to have to do a quick restart real quick. Shouldn't take too long to get everyone back in the game. Lethal Gaming doing a fantastic job so far. Pretty much just flexing their professional muscles. No, you got to commend Dannn Sucks, though. They're doing a very good job as a team, especially for being a newer roster. So I'm pretty impressed what I've seen from them. Able to get them in here fairly quick, like I said. And I really just think it's minute things. I know that there's a lot of experience on the Lethal Gaming side. I know they're a former professional team. They have proven track record. But I know that there is a lot of talent on this Dannn Sucks roster. Now, you know, Dannn himself is a very heavy slayer. Lajax has been around for a very long time. I'm assuming he just recently came back into the game. The same with Holiday Nog. So give them a little time. I expect to see them as one of our top 8 teams by the end of the season. Of course, it is a 14-game season. We do 2 play days per week, so it's going to be 28 weeks, pretty much a total of 3 months. Playoffs will come down to a playoff weekend. Playoffs will be double elimination, best of threes, with the finals being a best of 5. Very excited to see how things go throughout this season. Waiting to get the players back in lobby, and while we do that, I'm just going to take a quick commercial break, so just hang in there, guys, and we'll be right back. We are right back into it. Didn't realize I had my mic muted, but we're already going to be back into it. Keep in mind, there was a player drop, so Lethal Gaming is up currently right now 2-0. They cannot defend upstairs, so we're going to be seeing them in the ventilation room. Pretty much standard like we've seen all day. They're going to breach into this bathroom. You're going to put the castle wall on the side. I'm interested to see where they put the rest of their castle walls. This is the second game and final game tonight. This is the beginning of our second week. The next play day will be this coming Wednesday. Again, same time, 7 and 9:30, with the game being off stream. All our off stream games do get uploaded and put onto YouTube. So if you want to check those out, make sure you go over to our YouTube at CCS Esports. You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook at CCS Esports. And of course, you can also find us on our official website at ccsesports.com. Again, I am Johnny Fluffy Osornio, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with us for this evening. Really excited to see how things pan out through the course of this season. We have a 3-man roam currently coming out from Lethal upstairs. Oz is going to hold down the archives. Crazy sitting in dome and throw, basically playing bandit solo on this pillbox wall. Renegade has already made his way into security room, but he's taken down by Crazy, who is holding a very cheeky angle. Very beautiful pickup by him. He was just sitting on the camera. He heard him break open the door. He got up the camera and he got the exchange. So Habana's already down, and they have no way to get the hatches open. Unhavoc currently playing downstairs. He's using that pulse charge, the cardiac sensor, to see the heartbeats of Lojax and Dannn. So now he's able to call them out, and they know that he's there.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Ash trying to cheek him out a little bit, but he's now on cam, and looks like Gun Havoc's going to actually go for the run out.
Sensor activated.
No, he opts against it. He was going to go for it because he saw him on cam. Jaeger in a bit of a gunfight. Blackbeard has made his way onto that AC unit balcony. Buck trying to make his way inside of Tellers. Dealer has made his way into hallway. We're about to see an exchange coming in favor. I was going to say DS, but he was able to just barely miss him on the sideline. But it looks like Steeler was able to see him go into the corner. And once again, an exchange coming down, and Oz gets down. Not sure why he went so aggressive on the Blackbeard. Lojax was able to take Gun Havoc downstairs. And it's now a 1v1, but Oz is down 50% health, only 55 seconds remaining. Again, a 4v4 situation. Both holding tight on the basement side. Blackbeard still holding that window. Ash on the main stairs. Throdox does a good job getting the exchange in the hallway, and that's a man down. But Holiday Nog gets the trade right back. Throdox gets one on the Holiday Nog, but Dannn takes one on the Oz. So it's now a 2v3 with 35 seconds left. They don't have a bomb, and the bomb is down upstairs. I'm sure the defenders know it. Let's sit with Dannn so far. Able to get one this round. Let's see if he can get another one. Throdox currently with a double kill on the roam upstairs, so he's doing a very good job. He knows he's there. Chalo gets the pick onto him as he pushes inside. A little bit of aggro, but he's going to push through. Chalo's going to go down.
10 seconds to go.
No, he actually doesn't get him. He's going to have to plant. Let's see what Throdox does.
5 seconds left.
Being the experienced player, he should know to wait for the plant to go down. The plant is finally going down, and he's looking through, and he sees him, and just like that, well played. It is now 3-0 in favor of Lethal Gaming. They did a very good job upstairs, but Dannn Sucks was able to get the exchanges that they needed. Unfortunately, that early loss to Habana doesn't allow them to get the hatches open. When you don't get the hatches open, it funnels you either into that front door or the window of ventilation room. You're not going to run around to the backside of construction because you're going to be taken out by the smoke. So a very good job by Lethal on that defending round. Healer hitting 4K ping. Let's go ahead and run down Throdox. It looks like we're going to have to take another pause and remake. That might actually freeze the lobby. All right, looking like we're got a little bit of a glitch scenario here. Dealer went down right in the middle of the rounds, switching over. I'm just going to go ahead and remake to save some time. Fortunately, we're going to have to Alt F4 that one. So it is currently 3-0 in favor of Lethal Gaming. Put a little background music on for you guys so you're not stuck doing nothing. Couple small bugs and errors so far today, but I really like how Lethal's playing. You know, they are the experienced team. They were favored in the community vote, 88% over 12%, so it's not surprising to see them coming out, but still a very good performance being put on by Dannn Sucks as a team. They just need a little bit more time to get their stuff together, and they will be a pretty dominant force here in the CCS. Currently just getting the lobby up. I wish I had another player to bounce it to so they could talk about what happened. You know, it's just a little overwhelming right now for Dannn Sucks. That round kind of came down to the wire, so it could have been anyone's ball game. Just hang in there and bear with me as I get the rest of these players in the lobby, guys, and just enjoy the music. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love each and every one of you guys. Without you, we really couldn't do anything at all. All right. Hopefully we can get through this. It is currently 3-0 in favor of Lethal Gaming. Gonna try to get this score up on top for you guys so you happening. A little +2. That should let us know. There you go. Now you know who is in lead of who. Dan Sucks can take any site that they want to. They haven't currently won any rounds. Thermite, Blackbeard, Ash, Habana, and Buck Renegade, for some reason, grabbed the recruit. I'm not sure he was ready.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Fortunate they're going to have to deal with that. But all right, he is here, so we are on another armory hold. Let's see if Dan Sucks can make the adjustments they need to win this one. Currently 3-0 in favor of Lethal Gaming. Lethal Gaming did take map 1 on Oregon. They were able to take that one down 5-2 with a fairly dominant performance.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left.
It looks like they might have actually learned from their previous mistake. I don't think they're going to put Amira on this small office wall. Valkyrie did throw a camera on the outside. And we're going to stick with Chala for a second. Being his teammate, I want you guys to see something real quick. This is how you get up onto the armory, or excuse me, the AC unit window without being spotted, okay? Just kind of hang out with him and watch. He only takes about 5 damage, so it's not really a big deal. And there's no way for you to get taken out on your way to that spot, so a good job by him.
Bomb located by attackers.
Paul's currently hanging down in detention in the luggage claim. We'll We'll see if he's able to get the C4 once they get inside of security. Of course, they already have gotten control of that security. Ash is pushing forward. I think he knows that Renegade is hiding in this corner. He must have spotted him earlier with the drone, but someone gets down. Dannn gets taken out by the Buck, and a beautiful job by him to get him from the underneath side. Let's see if they can finish out the exchange. Chala goes for some picks, but he takes a tremendous amount of damage. Ash still sitting here waiting to see if Renegade does decide to peek out. Let's see if this aggression is just a little bit too much. And they are able to get the pick up on Dannn, so it's still a 5v5, but Chala on that AC unit window takes Steeler out. So Valkyrie's now down. Thermite finally opening up this pillbox. Mira has fallen back to the bomb site, but she's playing a very aggressive angle. She's going to get spotted on that drone. Drone does a good job of keeping himself alive. Gun Havoc sitting on that window, so he's in a very vulnerable spot. You knew he was going to get taken down as soon as we saw Gun Havoc. So Throdox takes out Dannn. Holiday Nog takes out Crazy. Gun Havoc takes out Holiday Nog. And it's a 4v2 in favor of Lethal Gaming. And at 1 minute, they're already getting bombed down. Barely flawless execution once again. Pulse underneath and doesn't see the plant going down. He could have pulsed him, but he didn't. And Throdox is able to get one. I'm sure he's going to get Habana. Habana's going to go down from underneath, but there's still 3 people he has to deal with. See if he can pull off the miracle and get this round for his team. He jumps inside. He's able to make his way into the small office. Gun Havoc still on that double locker window. And Chala getting the double kill from the AC unit doing Blackbeard things. And it's now 4-0. Match point in favor of Lethal Gaming. And game point as well. All right, coming down to the wire. So far, a very clean sweep on border for Lethal Gaming. They're now on defense, and they can hold anything. They're going to go for Armory Lockers. They're going to see Mira, Smoke, Pulse, Jaeger, and Bandit. Thatcher, Ash, Habana, Blackbeard, and Buck. I really like the lineup for both of them. Let's see if Dannn Sucks can actually not suck and pull out this round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
It's really hard to give a lot of analytical value whenever you have one team dominating the other one. You know, because at that point, it's not necessarily, you know, lack of execution of strategy from the other team. It's just very well executed strategies from the other team. So Lethal doing a very good job so far. Let's see if they can finish out and get the 5-0.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers' objective is
Again, they're not going to be putting that Mira on the small office. They're going to be using it. I actually like the use of the double Mira in this dorms. They're not really getting hit too hard from the pillbox, and when they are, they're able to take them out. So Holiday Nog trying to get the distance kill from the backside. Habana joining out security, so they know that that security is clear. Thatcher throwing his EMP grenades out. Let's hop on board with Bandit to see if he can do his job again. Gonna be a little bit harder to do it though, considering it's a Habana. Has to be perfectly timed. You have to have your charges down before they even hit. And Dannn almost gets taken out by Gun Havoc, but Gun Havoc also goes very low on that exchange.
Clearing the way.
Buck looking for some kind of grenade kill, but it gets eaten up by an ADS, of course. Blackbeard still holding this window. Thatcher is inside of security. So far, a pretty quiet round other than that early exchange back and forth where no one lost their life. But just as I say that, Oz does a very good job and takes out Steeler. He was trying to peek him from the hallway. Oz holding down that east stairs, and she's doing a fantastic job. Only 120 remaining, so all the time is gone. They're going to have to start pressing forward very soon, or they're going to be able to force them into a funnel. And Chala, just like that, takes out LoJax. Ash is now down, but Smoke is very low in the exchange. Oz gets another kill from the east stairs. It is all but wrapped up. 1 minute remaining, 5v2 in favor of Lethal Gaming. Match point, game point. Gun Havoc drop, looking for a small flank right now. Blackbeard on drone, but still on that AC unit. Might get an exchange here between Dannn and Oz. And Oz gets the triple kill. Very heads up play by him. Very strong roam. The dog's off the leash, and that Blackbeard shield able to save the life of Holiday, but he does get the down. Smoke able to throw the smokes to Oz, gonna jump on the outside, but he's not gonna get him because he doesn't even realize he's on the bottom side. Not sure why he's going so aggressive. He wants his 4K, he's not gonna get it. Very bold, but this round is all but over. It's going to be GG, a 2-0 in favor of Lethal Gaming. Holiday getting the glory double kill at the end, and that is all we have for today. Very, very, very beautiful game for Lethal Gaming. That's about as clean as it gets. So great job by them. Not a lot of bad things that we can say about Dannn Sucks. A lot of individual talent, just going to need a little bit more time to structurize their strategy and execute. And we've seen a lot of adaptation from Lethal Gaming being the far superior experienced team. You know, I can't say that they're overall better, but they definitely have more experience, and I think that that experience is what led them to this victory. Oz doing a phenomenal job on the roam at the end there. Pretty much just a solid performance throughout. Chala, once again, the top fragger for his team. He's looking very good this season. And I'm pretty sure that's it that we have for you today. Again, the off-stream game was Ferocity versus Vertex. Ferocity winning 2-0. Our next matchup will be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So we will see you guys there. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys coming out and watching and supporting us in this league. You know, we're just trying to help you guys have more to do, not only as players, but as a community and spectators. So just hang in there. We will get better through each and every week. But I guess that's all for us today. I am Johnny Fluffy Osornio. Thank you very much for stopping in, and have a wonderful evening.